Hello. Hi. Good, thank you. How you doing? Good, you too. Cool. So it was so nice to see your name pop up. So it's quite nice to see you again after all this time. Oh, shame. It's, do you know what, with the crazy weather we've had? Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I wish I was back in the UK because I just go, I don't know, it's so unpredictable the weather here in the Cape. Yes. Oh, nice. Yes. Oh, lovely. Oh, it's brilliant. Yes, yes. Oh, that's so cool. I'm glad you got to see the best of it. That's very cool. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's brilliant. No wonder you look so well rested. Your oh sure. So your cards are interesting because you've got the reversed observer. So that's what it looks like. We always say it's a very conscious card, but it's a card that goes, I need to move from because it was reversed, it's usually the sign that we move from the observer into partaking now. So it's a card that I do have to kick your butt a little bit and go, how's the writing coming along and what's happening? Because that's a card that goes, we go from observing to actually stepping in and being a part of and being of service, which is very interesting. And your work card was also, it was like this little friendly capybara, but it's the rebellious challenge card. It's like the card that we always joke, we say, is it block creativity? Or is it that we just need to get stuck into anything to make sure that we're moving in a direction that is closest to our vision? So it's not about choosing the right thing, it's about choosing anything to get us just a little bit closer to our creative side. What to choose. That's right. And it's what to choose where your guides, your observer card is going, we just need to get stuck in, even if we go, I'm only going to be of service in the small way in the beginning, and I'm okay with that, but I need to step into that little bit more. The journaling and writing does work if you don't spiral, you know? So it's a case of going, okay, how can I make this useful? If you've got enough time to worry about how you're going to be judged by the end of this, you've got enough time to create something different, you know? So it's that whole anxiety montage where you go, am I safe? Am I loved? How creative am I going to get out? How am I going to work this out? So it's safety and love that needs to come first for you. Am I safe? Yes. Am I loved? Yes. Okay, now we step into creativity. And don't doubt that am I loved thing because that comes from the divine. It doesn't need to come from another person. And the fact that you're still breathing means that the divine still loves you. You're still here for a purpose, you know? Yeah. And it doesn't have to look, and your wife does love you, you know this, but it doesn't have to come from outside. It comes from a different vibration. Do you know what I mean? So also when we get conditioned love from parents and we got all that subconscious stuff, we have to look at it and go, hang on a sec, but there's a divine mother and a divine father, you know? And that energy I can draw from because I am still breathing and I am still here. And there's been evidence in your life of things working out actually quite beautifully and synchronistically. So you go, oh, there is this divine, energy that is watching over me and does love me. So are you safe? Yes. Are you loved? Yes. And then we look at how creative are we getting? Because at the end of the day, the only reason you'll fail is because you don't start. Mm, yes, that's right. Yes. That's right. And it's just starting. And your guide says we offer service. In other words, we offer ourselves up and we start to create anything now is going to be worthwhile. It will make sense in 2 months' time if you work consistently right now. And your new year only really started now anyway, because your new year didn't really start in January. Your new year kind of only started now, which is great. So it means that maybe you were syncing up with Chinese New Year. Do you know what I mean? And now you're good now. Now you see. So now you're running. The year of the horse is about running into wherever. Snake was about shedding and letting go of things. The horse is about, okay, now where are we running to? Not away from, but what are we running to? So, and it's a lovely fire horse energy. So you can make sure your kidneys are good and you're drinking lots of water and you're running. So anything in your body where you're showing physical movement going forward in a direction of any kind doesn't need to be a race or tracking anything, but anything where your body is moving in a direction will absolutely help you in terms of your mental agility and moving into new spaces. So if you haven't cycled for a while or you haven't done trail running for a while, it's to change that up slightly so that your body feels like I can do change and therefore the rest sort of comes on board after that. So you got to help your body feel that change is good so that your mind can go, oh, change can be good, even if it sucks and I didn't do the uphill right, who cares? No. Yes. Yeah. You need to do something different. Yes, you need to do something different, even if it's a hike somewhere or you plan a trip with someone. It doesn't have to be, Manalian running for nothing. It just needs to feel like, oh, I'm going in a direction that feels different to my body. So it can be picking up cycling, it can be run, it can be anything that you feel that your body's moving in a different way, but that you're getting somewhere. Yeah, and it can be something you've done in the past. I think that's probably why your guide's mentioning cycling or something comes up about the biking. I'm not really sure, but can be something you've done previously that you kind of get back into the swing of doing. And it needs to be explorative, not because you're training for a purpose. It needs to feel like, oh, it feels like adventure. I'm going somewhere. So you like to see new things. I think that's one thing you've realized on the trip too, that you are an adventurous spirit and you're like, I love to see. And there are some things even in the area that you're in that you haven't really explored. So I would say do those bucket list sort of things and go, okay, so I haven't gone up Snowdonia, wherever it is, and you go, oh, okay, I can do that now. So just to help that mental space sort of shift into a different gear. I'd also suggest that you take your notepad and go write somewhere else. You'll be shifting out of your home. And even if you go start there and you end up back at home or you refill and you come, you know what I mean? Like, but your guide shows it's actually easier for you to create from a different space once you're in a different location. Yeah, that's right. And it's interesting because your guide shows that you're connected to the trees a lot now, which is quite strange. So maybe it's because your heart is feeling like it needs to connect with trees, nature, that sort of thing. So wherever there's a forested area or you can sit under big trees, I would be doing that. I do. Yes, trees. Yes, you need to be surrounded by it's so strange because your guide says your spirit needs to feel the connection from the trees. It's really interesting. But it's interesting that your guide says your question should be, how can I be of service? So what can I give to the world that would be of service? Yes. And it's interesting because your guide goes, it needs to feel like I'm going to give the world something that I wished I'd known 10 years ago. And you start there. And it may grow into something completely different, but you start there by going, okay, I can gift this. This is what I could gift. Don't worry about the outcome or if it'll make money or who will want it. You just go, this is what I'd like to gift. And it'll change the vibration. Let's put it that way. Sure. Yes. 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 That's right. But I would say this, we're on 11:11 now, which is quite ironic. So we so that's like good magic numbers. But it's interesting because your guide shows whatever you gift will make money, but you have to start gifting now. No, but no, don't even say that. Don't say that to the universe. Just say, no, I'm going to gift something. Because usually what happens is the universe will reward if you're going to give of yourself, but that you also, with the intention of helping others, it always becomes exponential. Always. Yeah, you've seen it. You've seen it in through others, and you've seen it in there's evidence around you of that, of like, I'm just very passionate about this. I want to help as many people as I can with this, and then it just grows in its own direction. So you have to trust that that's going to happen. But your guide says you in that stagnant loop now where we've got to do something. And then if you find that okay, that doesn't encourage money or it doesn't, you'll find there'll be other doors that open for you. We have to start. So you've got a bigger calling than yourself, you know? Yeah, yes. And now your guidance is that we have to step towards it because now you'll get pressure from the universe, squeezing with money, squeezing with all these things to force you in a direction. They're not trying to force you into doing something that makes you unhappy. They're going, you have this leeway to play with, and it's a window that you now have that they're going, do what you love right now. And if that makes money, we'll show you if you're supposed to give the world this because doors will open for you. But you have to start with the gift and be very passionate about the gift and go, this is what I'd like to share. And I've got other things to share also, but these are the two or three that I'm going to put out and actually create and put down as a synopsis, as a summary. And then I gift open and go, okay, which one is needed the most? And that's where you'll start to get the feedback. And once you have the feedback, doors will open. So if your intention is correct and you're gifting the world as well as yourself, then you'll find doors will open. So now it's just to get all the ideas out so you can make sense of which one you should aim for. Yes. The lecture you're thinking about though is a book. It is a body of work. It's a something that could be a book. You just as you're lecturing it, you're condensing it. You're condensing all that work. That's all you're doing, which is brilliant because that can be something that is a very easily published book that you then lecture on. And I would do the work first, and then you're putting the lecture together because it's condensed, and then you've got a product. The second idea, you're stagnating with a little bit. It is. Yes. And you need to start with the understanding that who you're gifting it to, they need level one. They don't need level 1 to 5. They need level one right now. Mm. Yes. 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 And it's basic stuff. Do you know what I mean? Where you go, oh no, everyone knows the basics, but actually they don't. They actually don't, Paul. So they need level one. And you can always go into an expanded edition, but level one needs to come out now. And it's interesting because in the world there's a shift into a kind of sustainability idea, especially in the next 2, 3 months, which is really interesting. So something within the education field is starting to shift, especially in the UK. So like something there's changing and altering, and if you get in now, you'll be ready. Honestly, that work can be done in 2 months, and I'm not trying to be a cow about it, but I can see it can be done in the next 2 months. Yeah. So I would separate your week into those two projects actually. The third one can manifest as it needs to. I'd literally do Monday to Wednesday and then Thursday and Friday as two different work areas. Yes, yes, yes. And you can shift it. You just need to go, okay, who can I give this to? I need to just get this out because I want to do other things. And you need to think of yourself and you take yourself however many years ago and you go, what would I've wanted to know that would have helped me shift? That's right. But it needs to be, it sounds strange, like the universe is kind of going, hurry up now because we've got other things to do. So give yourself a time limit. Give yourself a time limit. Give yourself an absolute time crunch where you go, in the next 2 weeks, I need to be here. In the next 4 weeks, I need to be here. By April, I need to be done because other project is going to take precedent. And your lecture idea can actually, it's something small, but it can be something viral, if that makes sense. So that's why I would do 2 days a week absolutely for that project and only do that and don't do anything else to do with any other project and go, okay, I'm going to just sit with this every single, every week, 2 days solidly, one after the other. Don't split them up. Where you want to bottleneck the other ideas to kind of force them into a place. But how you get that the other project out of stagnation is to you actually have to leave your physical space because you've stagnated too much in your physical space. Unless you do a big rearrange and move your desk somewhere else or go sit somewhere different, look out a different window, but you actually want to change up your physical space somewhere. Your brain is too much caught in that loop of like your neural nets are going, oh, I see this thing, so I think this way, and then I'm stuck. You need to break that loop cycle. Yeah. Yes. And even if you go sit for the first 20 minutes in a coffee shop somewhere and you go, okay, I'll get all the ideas done when I get back home, it's that whole thing of bottlenecking. It works for you. That thing of like, I can't access the machine. Damn it. Like, I'm going to get this out quickly. And I need to make all the notes now. When I get back, I'll jot it all down. That bottlenecking kind of thing really works for you. Don't take your laptop with. You know? It's going to make you frustrated enough to want to get back and do it. Yeah. So I'm getting into all your stuff now, kind of picking it apart a little bit. But your guy just goes, no, because it gets too easy. Like you need it to be almost like a little bit more difficult, a little bit more bottlenecking. So it's going to force you into a space. Yeah, yes, yes, yes. It is still, it is still that you're not going to be just stuck in Cardiff. Not that you're stuck there, but you're not going to be just in Cardiff, you know? But especially in how you connect with other people, your guide shows London is quite a big city for you. So once you have material out and you go, listen, I'm just starting with level one now. If there's interest, I'll do level three, four, five, six, whatever it is. I'm just starting with level one. If there's interest, I need to know. You just want to get it to that phase to get out first before you jump into all the additional work. And that lecture needs to come. That lecture is important because that means that there's publishing and there's authorship and there's something very different there. So you almost want to have a printed, almost published book, and then you do the lecture. And it could be a small book, it doesn't have to be a huge book, but you want something that is tangible that you go, okay, and yeah, you can download the ebook or you can download, you've got something because you've got too much material to just put it into one lecture, if that makes sense. You're going to condense it. Do you know what I mean? You're going to condense it and okay, this is the talk I'm going to go from here to here, but that book needs to feel like a how-to in some ways, Almost as though, let me help lead you into a place of better understanding. That's what I mean by how to. And then where do I take this from here? And that really speaks and leans into a little bit of like added consciousness there, which is really interesting, which you maybe won't cover in a lecture, but you can help people understand that by writing in a very conscious way. You know, that's right. So what you're doing is you've given the lecture and they're going so intriguing. The book then becomes something that makes somebody very conscious, very aware, becomes very self-aware of. And then how they take that into business or how they take that into further studies, it changes them. So that's where the printed material is needed, but it doesn't need to be a large body of work. It just needs to be that foundation. You're going to do the work anyway for the lecture, so you might as well put it all into a format and you condense it for the lecture. That's all. Yes, that's right. You got this bit and then you kind of condense it and move it into a space, which is right. But that's the exciting work, you know? I know the other doesn't feel exciting until you're really in it, until it grows legs. But it is also, but it doesn't feel that way now because we've stagnated a little bit with it. That's all. There you have to. There you have to shift your physical space because that's you've spiraled there into a little bit of a, and our brains do that, you know. We sit and we see the same thing, we think the same way. Do you know what I mean? We get into that sort of habit, which can be really great if you know, you where you want to be and you're doing the work that you want to do, but it can also be very detrimental when you're trying to think out of the box and trying to finish projects off, you know. So yeah. That's right. And going away for you was really eye-opening because you came back feeling different, but being in the same space, which is really interesting. So your body shifted into the space, which is probably why you also got sick of like, I'm here, but I'm not the same me because I stepped out of myself and then I became more of myself. And now I'm back to being this person, this version of me. And I'm not really, this doesn't really resonate. So that's where your body goes, okay, let's just keep him in the space longer, which is why sickness happens so that he can really feel that he's, you know, frustrated enough to be able to move and do things differently. Yes. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yes, you're different. It's because you've different and you've shifted and you've gone, I'm this new person actually. I'm very different. And that even this short body of travel will make you feel like I'm different. I'm comfortable in myself more. And, you know, and now you're going back to a space where your old self was spiraling, you know. And now you're like, oh no, I don't want to do the spiral stuff. It's nonsense, man. What am I doing? Contrast is how the universe shows us how to go differently into the world. And that's what they're doing. They're showing you the contrast. They can be like a fabulous holiday, then back into, you know, an environment that, oh, the weather's been like, okay, I had that one hot day, but I mean, that was it, you know, you're in that crappy environment. You're like, what the hell am I doing? You know, like that contrast shift is the universe going, okay, choose differently. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, but you're in a little bit of no man's land because you know that you don't belong in Africa just yet. Do you know what I mean? So there's that little bit of no man's. In a way, it's good because that gypsy spirit, that gypsy energy you carry is because you're supposed to be traveling and teaching and traveling and sharing and, you know, connecting with people that are different. It's why you have that energy, you know? So you may never feel completely at home in one place. Do you know what I mean? But that's okay. Once you learn to embrace it, you go, it's because I enjoy different cultures, I enjoy different people, and I enjoy the different tastes and sensations, sounds of all sorts of things. And that's, I think, for you, why London is quite fun, actually, because it's like a melting pot of all sorts of things. Where a lot of people don't enjoy London, like there's like you have this connection to London that's quite deep, and I think it's because it's multicultural and there's different humans and everyone's different, you know, which to use. Yeah, absolutely. London especially, like I think London is a fabulous place, especially if you enjoy different culture and food and all these kinds of things, different perspectives, because different cultures mean different perspectives, different way to look at the world. That's right. And once you have a body of work, you can travel because of it. So that's the fun part of it. And now you know what additions you want to add to that lecture around multicultural. So that's adding to that. Yeah. Now you're going to add to that because what you're teaching really is about global perspective. It is. Yes. Yes. That's right. And it's interesting because once you start to engage in a different way in community everywhere, you see the city for what it is. Do you know what I mean? Because it's easy to see it, you see it from one level, but as soon as you get into that underbelly and you start really exploring and people, and then yeah, it's like just under the surface, it looks gray and bland, and under that surface is like all this color. It's really interesting, how that looks. But for you, it had to be the contrast. It had to be the chaos and contrast, and then coming back into that environment for the universe to go, oh no, we have to shift you now. That's right. That's right. So stop thinking about how it's going to turn out and how much money it's going to make. It will make money. You know this. You will not be not remunerated for your work. Do you know what I mean? How much and to what degree that you can leave up to the universe. But you're saying, I'd love that to make me fabulously wealthy. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to like block your blessings. You want to go like, yeah, yeah, I'll accept whatever you give me because I know I'll do something good with it and allow me to make more of this. So you're not doing from a selfish perspective, like I just want more money. You're going, oh no, you don't want to also say, I just want to survive. You don't want that. You want to say to the universe, make me divinely wealthy because I will absolutely share more of this. If this is the path that you want to set me on, I will absolutely share it. So you don't want to block your blessings. And you want to do that, you program your subconscious mind in the morning and just say, please show me how to create something that I can give to the world, but also makes me more wealthy that I can share more of this. And that's okay to ask for more because you're going, I'm going to share it and I'm going to help more, but you're wanting the universe to show you. The universe is going to go, okay, I'll open the doors for you. Because I always say to my clients, you don't pray for help. Help, means that, okay, you're breathing, we helped you. But help means that, you want to go, please show it to me because I'm willing to look for it and I'm willing to do the research. I'm willing to put the effort in, but show it to me and I'll do the rest. Not help me because the universe will help you in whatever way you choose. You're here on earth, they're helping you. So now you go, show it to me. Please show it to me where I can be the most of service. They'll bring me great money so I can service more. And it's a great affirmation to program into your subconscious. So when you're walking meditation is always great, especially if you have fire energy, you've got a lot of fire energy, you want to walk, then you go, okay, show it to me. Just show it to me. I'm open to it. I'm receiving. And then you come back, you do the work, and you'll find synchronistic things start to happen. People that, you're not supposed to talk to come in, doors start to open, but you want to do that prayer or that blessing every morning. Just show it to me. I'm going to look for it. I really do want to help. I want to be in service. Show it to me. I have these skill sets, and you ask the universe. Because also questioning our subconscious mind is interesting because it kind of activates that supercomputer. So if you go, oh, I'm stuck with this, please show me where I can find this information. Show me what will absolutely resonate with a different generation. Those key questions will help your subconscious mind get programmed. And then at the back of your mind, you're always thinking of answering those questions. Mind is very programmable in that early morning space. So that's where you want to plug it. That's right. Yes. And this understanding of as people make certain choices in their life, this is where your work needs to come in. Okay, cool. Yes, I'm so sorry. Is there anything else you want me to ask about or to look at for you? Yeah. And there's a beautiful woman on the other side who's sending you love. So she just wants you to know that it's so lovely because she says when you touch soil back here, she says she was with you, which is really lovely. So you must have felt her flying when you flew in. You must have felt her. And she shows me the bird flying next to you was her. I don't know what bird she's talking about. Oh my gosh. Okay. Because she says that bird flying next to you was her. Like it came swooped in and she goes, that was me. So she wants you to know that she's been flying with you. So very significant. So I'm going to tell her thank you. But shame she's sending you love. So I'm going to tell her thank you. Okay, cool. 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 Thanks, Paul. But blessings. Hey, I hope you get well soon. No, don't say that. I have a husband and he never gets sick. And when he is sick, like it's just, but he, you know what? He only gets sick once every like maybe 10 years. So I'm like, ah, he can have it. I'll give him all the love and affection and he's man. I'll pander to it because he's hardly ever sick. So I go, okay, fine. Yes, yes. Sure. I'm like you. I'm like, don't touch me, don't come near me, don't talk at me. Like I just want to be alone with Netflix. Okay, cool, cool. Mwah. Thanks, Paul. Blessings to you. Hey, take care of yourself. Don't let me kick your ass again. I'm just saying. Your work is needed. That's the thing. That's why I'm so hard on you because your work is needed. Okay, cool. Thanks, Paul. Take care. Hey. Okay. Bye.